Imagine for a moment that you're sitting in a coffee shop, watching two people your age. They both started work on the same day at similar companies with the same salary. 10 years later, one of them is living paycheck to paycheck, always worried about money, while the other has built a considerable fortune without changing jobs or receiving million-dollar inheritances. What was the difference? The answer lies in the teachings of Brian Tracy, one of the world's most renowned personal development experts. Tracy teaches us that it's not how much you earn that matters, but what you do with it. And today I'm going to share with you the 8 strategies he's identified to transform any salary into a wealth-creating machine. They're simple principles that anyone can apply, regardless of whether you earn minimum wage or have a substantial income. The first way is what Tracy calls pay yourself first. It sounds simple, but most people do exactly the opposite. They pay all their bills by what they need, spend on entertainment, and if there's anything left over, they save. Tracy says this is a fundamental mistake. The rich do the opposite. They automate their savings before spending on anything else. The principle is that if you can't see the money, you can't spend it. Set up an automatic transfer the same day you get your paycheck. Even if it's $50 a month, that money will be working for you for decades. The second strategy is what he calls the 10% rule. Tracy observed that successful people always set aside at least 10% of their gross income for long-term investment. Not for expenses, not for emergencies, but specifically for wealth building. This means that if you earn $3,000 a month, you automatically set aside $300 for investment. It may seem impossible at first, but Tracy suggests starting with 1% the first month, 2% the second month, and so on until you reach 10%. Your mind will gradually adapt to living on less, and eventually you won't even notice the difference. The third way involves the power of compound interest. Einstein supposedly said that compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. Tracy explains this with a fascinating example. If a 25-year-old saves only $2,000 a year, less than $40 a week, and invests it in an average return of 10% per year, by age 65, they'll have over $975,000. But if that same person waits until age 35 to start, they'll need to save over $6,000 annually to reach the same amount. Time is your most powerful ally when it comes to building wealth. Every year you put off implementing these strategies literally costs you tens of thousands of dollars down the road. Lost time can never be recovered when it comes to building wealth. The fourth strategy Tracy teaches is invest in yourself first. He says the best investment you can make is in your own education and skills. Millionaires read an average of 60 books a year, while the average person reads less than one. Tracy recommends spending at least an hour a day learning something related to your career field. This can mean taking online courses, attending seminars, or simply reading books in your industry. Each new skill you acquire increases your value in the job market, which eventually translates to better pay and opportunities. The fifth way is the multiple streams of income method. Tracy observed that the average millionaire has 7 different sources of income. This doesn't mean you need 7 full-time jobs. It can be your primary salary, plus rental income, stock dividends, royalties from a creative project, earnings from a small side business, interest from savings, or even passive income from online courses or digital products. The key is to start with one additional source and gradually build more. Tracy suggests dedicating 2 hours each night to developing your second source of income. The sixth strategy is what Tracy calls the reverse budget technique. Instead of making a traditional budget where you list all your expenses, Tracy suggests first determining how much you want to save and invest, and then budgeting the rest of your money to fit what's left. This empowers creativity and forces you to find ways to live with less. Many people find they can maintain their quality of life by spending 20% or 30% less than they thought they needed to. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next content. The seventh way involves the principle of delayed gratification. Tracy explains that the main difference between rich and poor people isn't the amount of money they earn, but their relationship with time. Poor people want everything now and are willing to go into debt to get it. Rich people are willing to sacrifice today to gain tomorrow. This means buying used cars instead of new ones, living in a smaller house than you can afford, and resisting the temptation to make impulse purchases. Tracy suggests implementing a 24-hour rule for any purchase over $100. Wait a full day before buying, and you'll often find that you don't want it as much anymore. The eighth and final strategy is the debt snowball effect. Tracy teaches that before you can build real wealth, you need to eliminate all consumer debt. His method is simple. List all your debts from smallest to largest. Pay the minimum on all but the smallest, and attack that debt with all your might. Once you eliminate it, take that monthly payment and add it to the minimum payment on the next smallest debt. This snowball effect dramatically accelerates your ability to become debt-free. Tracy says the average person can be completely debt-free in 18 to 24 months by consistently following this method. But here comes the most important part of everything Tracy teaches. Consistency is more powerful than perfection. You don't need to implement all 8 strategies simultaneously. In fact, Tracy recommends choosing 1 or 2 that resonate most with you and fully mastering them before adding more. The biggest mistake people make is trying to change everything at once, becoming overwhelmed, and then giving up completely. It tells the story of a janitor who worked in an office building. This man consistently applied these strategies for 30 years. He never earned more than $35,000 a year, but when he retired, he had more than $1.2 million in assets. His former bosses, who earned 5 times as much as he did, were still in debt and worried about money. The difference wasn't how much they earned, but what they did with their earnings. The reality is that creating wealth with your salary doesn't require sacrificing your current quality of life. It requires changing your mindset about money and time. Most people work hard for money, but they never learn how to make money work hard for them. These 8 strategies are your roadmap to changing that dynamic. Remember that every day you put off implementing these principles is one less day your money can work for you. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it will never come. Start today, even if it's just with small steps. Knowledge without action is completely useless. You can know all these principles by heart, but if you don't implement them, they're absolutely worthless. Let me tell you the story of 2 brothers who grew up in the same house, with the same parents, the same upbringing. They both attended one of your wealth-building seminars. One of them left the seminar and immediately began automating his 10% savings. The other brother said it was a great idea and that he would start when things got a little better. 20 years later, the first brother had a fortune of over $800,000 and was preparing for a comfortable retirement. The second brother kept saying he would start saving next year. Let's analyze the 3 enemies of wealth: procrastination, excuses, and lack of discipline. Procrastination makes you believe there will always be a better time to start. Excuses convince you that your situation is different and that these principles won't work for you. And lack of discipline makes you give up as soon as things get tough. But there's also what's called the wealth domino effect. Once you start implementing these strategies and see the first results, something shifts in your mindset. You begin to see yourself as someone who takes control of your financial future. This new identity propels you to take more positive actions, which generate more results, which further reinforce your new identity. It's a virtuous cycle that feeds on itself. Another interesting concept is the 1% a day rule. If you improve your financial habits by just 1% each day, in a year you'll have improved your situation by more than 37%. This could mean reading 5 extra pages of a financial book, saving $1 more than usual, or spending 10 extra minutes planning your budget. These small daily increments compound exponentially over time. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking they need large sums of money to start investing. The truth is that habit is more important than amount. It's better to invest $25 a month consistently for years than to invest $1,000 once and then do nothing more. Spend 10 minutes each morning imagining what your life will be like once you've achieved financial independence. Imagine waking up without worrying about money, having the freedom to choose how to spend your time, and being able to help your loved ones when they need it. This clear mental image of your goal will give you the motivation you need to stay on track. It's also important to share your financial goals with people who support your vision and help keep you accountable. Avoid people who will try to discourage you or tell you your goals are unrealistic. Your social circle has a huge impact on your financial success. Creating wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. You won't see dramatic results in the first few weeks or even months. But if you maintain consistency over the years, the results will be absolutely transformative. The person you are today and the person you will be 10 years after implementing these principles will be completely different. Now you have the tools. You have the knowledge. You have real-life examples of people who have transformed their lives by following these principles exactly. The question is, are you going to be the person who uses them or the one who finds excuses not to? Your financial future begins with the decision you make right now. Not tomorrow, not when things get better. Right now. If you found this interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone you think might benefit. See you in the next video.